When you think of Elon Musk, you probably think of rockets. You think of electric cars. But what's the actual philosophy that drives him? Well, he recently laid out a blueprint that's less about his individual companies and way more about the future of humanity itself. So we've distilled his vision into a set of core principles for any entrepreneur or builder out there, and it all starts from a pretty surprising place.
Right here, this is the starting point for everything. It's not just about finding answers. For Musk, the real mission is to expand our collective consciousness, our shared intelligence, just so we can get better at figuring out what questions we should even be asking about the universe. That's the real endgame.
All right, so to really get this, we're going to break it down into 4 parts. We'll start with what he's building, then we'll dive into the deeper why. After that, we'll look at the incredible shifts this could cause in society, and we'll wrap up with the direct, actionable principles that you can use yourself.
Okay, first up, let's talk about the actual tech. Because this isn't just a random collection of companies. It's all part of a single, powerful vision that's coming together right now.
Think about this. Musk is predicting that pretty soon, streaming movies is going to seem like a tiny drop in the bucket. The vast majority of internet traffic, of all the computing power on Earth, is going to be for one thing: AI understanding and creating video in real time. This isn't just a small upgrade, it's a total rewrite of how our digital world works.
Now here's where it gets really interesting, because you have to see how these pieces fit together. Tesla, it's not just a car company, it's the world leader in real-world AI thanks to its self-driving tech. SpaceX isn't just about launching rockets, it's about building a global, super-fast internet with Starlink. And then you have xAI, which is developing the actual advanced AI models. You see the synergy? Each piece is a different part of the puzzle. And this is where it all comes together. This is the result. It's a completely vertically integrated system. You've got Tesla providing the power and the real-world AI brains, you've got SpaceX providing the satellites and the global connection, and you have xAI providing the intelligence. Put it all together, and what you get is a global, solar-powered AI network floating in space.
So, we've covered the what. Now we get to the really big question: the why. Because this tech, at its core, isn't about faster internet or cars that drive themselves. No, the real goal is something much, much bigger.
Let's start small. I mean, really small. Think about a single cell. It's the most basic building block of life. On its own, it's alive, sure, but it can't think, it can't dream, it definitely can't build a spaceship. But what happens when you get, say, 30 trillion of them all organized and working together? Well, you get something completely new. You get a human being. That giant collective of individual cells creates a consciousness that can create art and science and wonder. The jump in ability is just mind-boggling. And that same exact logic applies to us. A single person, I don't care how smart they are, cannot build a spaceship. It's just impossible. There's too much to know. But a collection of humans sharing all that knowledge and all that work, we absolutely can.
And this is the whole point. This is the ultimate goal. It's to upgrade the quality of information flowing through the entire human collective. So when you see something like automatic translation on a platform like X, that's not just a neat feature. It's a step toward breaking down barriers to create one single global conversation, a shared human consciousness. Because when the whole collective can communicate better, it can solve way bigger problems.
So, let's play this out. What happens if this vision actually succeeds? Well, the implications are absolutely staggering. And they start with the very idea of what it means to have a job.
Okay, get ready for this prediction. In less than 20 years, the idea is that AI and robotics will make us so productive that working will become optional. It'll be something you choose to do, kind of like a hobby, not something you have to do just to get by.
We are talking about a true post-scarcity world, a future where AI and robotics can produce literally any goods and services that we can think of. The main limit is no longer our ability to produce things, but just our imagination.
This flips our whole concept of value on its head. Right now, money is basically just a database for allocating human labor. But if human labor isn't the key ingredient anymore, money becomes a lot less important. The true, fundamental currency, the thing you need at a physics level to get anything done, is energy.
I know. This all sounds like it's straight out of science fiction. But Musk actually boils this whole massive vision down to a few core principles that anyone trying to build something today can use.
This is it. This is the foundation, the absolute starting point for anything you do. Don't chase money, don't chase status, just focus on this one simple question. Are you creating more value for society than you're consuming?
It's really just a simple but profound reordering of priorities. Instead of chasing a financial outcome and hoping you make something useful along the way, you obsess over making something genuinely useful for other people. If you get that right, the financial success becomes an almost inevitable byproduct. It follows you, you don't follow it.
So it all comes down to this kind of mindset. And look, it's not glamorous. You have to grind like crazy. You have to be okay with a very real chance of failure. You have to stay laser-focused on that idea of creating more than you consume. And maybe above all, you have to genuinely believe in your team and in your plan.
And so that leaves us with this final thought. In a future where production is basically limitless, where our basic needs are met and we can have almost any object we want, the very definition of value is going to change. So the real question for the next generation of builders isn't just how to build, but what is actually worth building.